Week 5 is here, and I'm back giving you these fire NFL picks for the upcoming games this week. Last week I went 6-9-1, which is probably one of the worst weeks I actually had since I started doing these predictions. But this week, I know what I'm talking about. I researched the teams, and overall, I'm just a Cowboy fan, so I know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to football. I know how to pick winners, or else I wouldn't be a Cowboys fan, all right? We're America's team, and we got 5 Super Bowls, which is 5 more than what your team probably has. Some of y'all teams only got like 1 Super Bowl, 2 Super Bowls, or 0 Super Bowls. And I wasn't the best in math class, but I know 5 is way better than what some of your teams have. So let's hop right into it. This first week is actually, the first game is actually the Cowboys and the Jets, the Jets. They still suck. But hopefully the Cowboys learned their lesson from 2 weeks ago when they actually faced the Chicago Bears and they faced Caleb Williams. Let's not, Dallas Cowboys, make Justin Fields a mega superstar, okay, please. Let's not make him look like Randall Cunningham out there, please, okay. Let's contain him. Let's make him actually have to make a read. And if we do that, the Cowboys win the game fairly easy because we all know Justin Fields can't throw the ball down the field. We all know Justin Fields cannot make a read to save his life. So we contain Justin Fields. We contain Bryce Hall. We contain Garrett Wilson. We just go fire. We just go ham on a freaking defense. And the Cowboys win that game fairly easy. So contain Justin Fields on defense. Make sure our defense is top notch. And we are getting better on defense a little bit. We are getting some players that are coming back from injury or whatever. So hopefully this week they come back even better than they came back last week against the Packers. But I'm actually going to take the Cowboys over the New Jersey Jets because they don't even play in New York. How you have a New York name and you don't even play in New York? It should be the New Jersey Jets, okay? The Jets are 0-4. The Cowboys are 1-2-1. So I got the Cowboys getting back to 500 at 2-2-1, and the Cowboys beat up on the New Jersey Jets up there in New Jersey. Next up, we got the Vikings and the Browns over there in London. Thank God there is football again starting at 9:30. So you know what that means. Football is going to be on all day long, and I love that. So the Browns and the Vikings. The Browns will be starting a very new quarterback rookie, Dylan Gabriel. I don't know why it's not Shedeur Sanders, but Shedeur, your time will come, and I hope you're able to take advantage of the opportunity when it does come. But the Browns are 1-3. The Vikings are 2-2. I'm gonna have to go with the Vikings on that. The Vikings actually stayed over there from last week, and I think they're gonna be more refreshed. They're gonna be more energized, and I think they're gonna take down the Browns fairly easy, considering the Browns are starting a rookie quarterback at Dylan Gabriel and not Shedeur Sanders. Maybe Shedeur gets some burn. Maybe in the second half if Dylan Gabriel isn't doing so hot. So let me know in the comments what you feel about Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders. Who could be the better quarterback? But I'm going to go with the Vikings over the Browns. The Browns go back to 1-4, and the Vikings go to 3-2. Next up, Raiders and the Colts. The Raiders are looking pretty disappointed this particular season considering all the things that they got. They got Geno Smith. They got Tom Brady. They got Pete Carroll. And yet they're 1-3, okay? The Colts are looking way better with Daniel Jones as quarterback. Everybody was against Daniel Jones when he played for the Giants and stuff like that. But look, the man has a change of scenery, and he's looking like an MVP candidate behind Dak Prescott, okay? He got the Colts at 3-1, and the Raiders are 1-3. So in this particular game, the Colts are playing at home, and I'm going to go with the Colts over the Raiders. Fairly easy. Giants and the Saints. The Saints are 0-4. I mean, they got Kellen Moore. I mean, what do you expect from a Kellen Moore team other than a bunch of losing, okay? So I'm going to go with the Giants over the Saints. The Giants are still going to be rocking their rookie quarterback in Jackson Dart, who actually got his first win last week. Looked pretty good in that game, but, he's still going to be making rookie mistakes. And unfortunately, he's playing the Saints, and he should be able to dominate the New Orleans Saints and New Orleans to take the Giants at 2-3, and the Saints fall to 0-5, and Kellen Moore does not get his first win of the season. Next up is the Eagles and the Broncos. Please, for the love of God, for the love of Richblkman, for the love of Cowboy Nation, Broncos, please take care of your business and take down the Eagles, okay? I'm tired of seeing the Eagles get lucky and winning close games. This will be the week where the Broncos stand up and they take down the Eagles. Like the Eagles should have been taken down in week 1 against the Cowboys, and week 2 and week 3, and they barely escaped the Buccaneers last week. But I got faith in the Denver Broncos over their plan in Philadelphia this particular week. The Broncos will beat the Eagles to give them their first L of the season. I believe it. I believe in you, Broncos. Go, Broncos, go. Okay. Next up, we got the Panthers and the Dolphins. The Dolphins actually suffered a bad injury with their wide receiver, Tyreek Hill. It looks pretty bad for him, so prayers up to him. I hope he can make a recovery. I mean, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to, considering the injury. And if you look at history, everybody that have had that particular injury has not really made it back. But I do wish the best for Tyreek Hill. The Panthers are 1-3. The Dolphins are 1-3. Somebody has to win. I'm going to roll with the Dolphins. I think they rally behind Tua Tagovailoa, and they come away with the dub up there in Charlotte, North Carolina, and win over the Panthers. Texans and the Ravens. The Ravens are going backwards. Everybody thought the Ravens were going to be Super Bowl contenders, but they're looking like a bunch of pretenders. They're not looking like contenders. The Ravens are looking like pretenders out there, right? 1-3. The Texans are 1-3. They finally got their first dub of the season last week against, I don't know who. It doesn't. They got their first win against the Tennessee Titans. I mean, if the Tennessee Titans, they should have definitely beat the Tennessee Titans. But the Ravens are 1-3. Texans 1-3. The Ravens are going to be without Lamar Jackson, who actually suffered an injury last week. I told you that man is a running back attempting to play quarterback. Okay, you got to sit back there and throw the ball, Lamar. You can't keep running the ball. That's where you got Derrick Henry for, if he's able to hold on to the ball. But the Ravens are actually going to be starting Cooper Rush, the Dallas Cowboy GOAT. But I don't think Cooper Rush gets it done, and I think the Texans win again and beat the Ravens over there in Baltimore. They get lucky because they ain't got to face Lamar Jackson. So I got the Ravens. I got the Texans winning over the Baltimore Ravens this year. Okay, this particular game. Next up, we got the Titans and the Cardinals. The Cardinals are 2-2. The Titans are 0-4. I don't think this is a game that the Titans can actually win. I do love Cam Ward. He's a Miami Hurricane great. But however, he cannot overcome that bad offensive line that they actually got with Tennessee. But I think the Cardinals actually take this game fairly easy. The Cardinals go up 3-2. The Titans continue to lose 0-5 on the season. The Buccaneers and the Seahawks is up next. Both teams are 3-1. The Buccaneers actually let one slip away last week when they actually faced the Eagles. I'm pretty sad about that. I think the Buccaneers actually rebound this particular week against the Seahawks up there in Seattle, and Baker Mayfield becomes a dog that I know he can be, and they take down the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle's actually favored in that game, but however, I think that's going to be reversed, and I think the Buccaneers can actually take down Seattle. So I'm going with the Buccaneers over Seattle. Another late game is actually the Bengals and the Lions. The Bengals ain't got Joe Burrow. I mean, they got T. Higgins. They got Jamar Chase. However, I don't even know who the Bengals quarterback is, but it doesn't matter who their quarterback is because they're not going to beat the Detroit Lions. Jared Goff, Jamar Gibbs, Sant Brown, David Montgomery is going to be way too much for the Bengals, who are not going to be able to keep up with the high-power offense of the Lions. Yeah, that's just not going to happen. So the Lions go back to 4-1, and the Bengals drop one and go down to 2-3. Wow. Commanders and Chargers. I'm not going to sit up here and say I like the Chargers. I mean, I like the Commanders to win because I don't. We don't know if Jaden Daniels is actually going to be back this week. They're going to have Marcus Mariota, who's actually filling in pretty good for Jaden Daniels. But I got the Chargers over here taking the Commanders. The Chargers lost last week, and I think they rebound at home and overtake the freaking Commanders. Patriots and the Bills on Sunday night. I don't know why the NFL didn't just flex this game for the Cowboys and the Jets. I don't know why we got to sit through here on a Sunday night and watch the Bills and Patriots. But I will say historically, the Patriots and the Bills have had good games for the last couple of years, and this is probably going to be another great game between these two. However, I will go ahead and take the Buffalo Bills to go to 5-0 over the New England Patriots, even though they are playing in Buffalo. It's going to take some crazy weather, maybe like some rain. It don't snow this early, but maybe some crazy rain or something like that to actually help the Patriots be competitive in this game. If not, they're just going to get blown out by the Buffalo Bills by 50. So Bills by a lot over the New England Patriots. For the Monday night game, we got the Chiefs and the Jaguars. The Chiefs come to the great state of Florida to play the Jaguars. Somehow the Jaguars are 3-1. I don't know. They won last week against the 49ers. They got lucky. I mean, they got a whole new coach. So I'm not understanding how the Jaguars are winning. They are not even playing overrated first round pick Travis Hunter a lot. Like, he's not even getting no burn. Maybe they need to put him back in the game so he can actually, maybe the Jaguars to stop losing or something like that. But the Chiefs are 2-2, Jaguars are 3-1. I don't think Kansas City is actually going to lose against the Jaguars. It's the Jaguars. It's a Monday Night Football game. Unfortunately, you should be able to be in bed by halftime because the Kansas City Chiefs are going to run away from the Jacksonville Jaguars up in Jacksonville, and they're going to improve to 3-2, and the Jaguars are going to drop one and come back down to earth and be 3-2. So, guys, those are my week 5 picks, man. Make sure you drop a comment into the chat and let me know what game I got right, what game I got wrong, and let me know what picks you will actually make. Shout out to the people that actually comment on the videos every single week. Shout out to my man ESPN Pinky. Shout out to my man Panda as well. If you comment on the video, I will definitely make sure I give you a shout out. All right. I know it's at the end of the video. So if you're still watching, shout out to those individuals. Shout out to the Noti gang as well, who definitely be hitting those likes on the videos as soon as I drop a video. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon, and turn on your notifications so you know when I drop another video. And I will catch you guys back in week 6.